fuck it. Let's give the people what they came for.
Let's fucking go.
Get your spectral sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
I love that intro. It may flag me. It may hit me. You know, it may not recommend me because YouTube loves doing that to me. But man, it's so hard not to love that intro. I hope you can hear me. Welcome in. Happy Hump Day, everybody. We got a cool topic today. Is Bill Gates going to prison? Well, if you want to support the channel, right there, going across the screen, you can support the channel. Also, you can, watch the live streams, go back, watch the videos to help the channel out. Make sure you hit the like button. Always hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. So is Bill Gates going to prison? RFK Jr. just reported earlier, I believe it was yesterday, that Bill Gates was indicted in the Netherlands. Well, good for them, but I don't really care about the Netherlands. I want Bill Gates indicted in the United States. Why? Because we know he was all about this C-19, the hocus pocus of it. We also know he was mentioned many times in the e-files. I'm sick of these people getting away with their shit. I'm sick of Bill Gates and his rich phonies, all of them being, they're being outed. We're seeing proof of not just emails and documents, but, to give false information. And that's what the Netherlands are doing. They're indicted. They have indicted. Let's see if we can find this clip. I've got it, guys. RFK Jr. does state, let's share screen here. He does state that he is being indicted in the Netherlands. Okay. Well, let's see. I messed up. Let me get that up here. Okay, let's go to my profile. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, there we go. Let's go over here. See, share profile. Let's get back to StreamYard. Here we go. Let's get up to my Instagram profile, guys. This is my Instagram, Race Motor Life. You can go over and follow. I've got almost 41,000 followers right now. So we're going to jump up here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here.
Say the man had tried to.
Well, there was something else, another article about Bill Gates.
Yes, Bill Gates being
that came
indicted
out today that said he's just been indicted.
Well, he needs to go to jail. He needs to go to prison.
He's been indicted in the Netherlands for lying to the public about the COVID vaccine.
What about America? What about America? Make sure you hit the like button when you come in, guys.
And he's going to have to go to trial.
Yeah, well, he needs to face charges in the United States.
You think that he wants to go to trial here in the United States of America?
Nope. Nope, he don't. And I'll tell you why, because he knows he'll be cooked. He knows that as soon as he does, all the e-files and all that stuff's going to be brought out. All the prosecutors will be bringing all this evidence. He did an interview a long time ago, and the woman asked him, said, what makes you an expert? What makes you an expert in any of this, medical stuff and in the biology parts and all? He's like, well, I read a lot of books. Okay. So if I go read a book about, Harry Potter, does that mean I'm an expert? Well, no. So he's not an expert in none of this shit. He guesses. And I don't believe that. I mean, how many billions of dollars did this man make by pushing these vaccines? He's not an expert in vaccines. And that's what he told these reporters and made everybody in the world believe, even the World Health Organization. They're fools. They should be indicting him too. All the people that was involved with it, every one of them should be in prison. Fauci, all of them. Now, you can say what you want. You can disagree. That's fine. I'm just bringing you things for you to see for yourself, whether you believe it or not. But I believe he should face charges in the United States because I do believe he lied to the public. Thank God I never took the shot. My kids never had the shot. We're not about that. We don't fall for stupidity, things like that. We're not sheep. And the bad thing is, or not bad, the sad thing is, you had people not just lining up for it, they were running to get the shot. They're like sheep in a hurdle, just running. And there's still people out there to today still getting boosters. How the hell are you still getting boosters? How the hell do you even trust anything these people are telling you? I mean, you got to be kind of a little deranged if you're still believing anything the government tells you. Any politician, I just believe that. Excuse me, guys. I just believe, that's what we were talking about the other day. They're there to benefit themselves. They're not there to benefit American people. They're not there to benefit America. And the way to prove this is show me your bank account, I'll show you mine. Show me your house, I'll show you mine. If you look at the American people, especially the ones struggling, there's no way in hell that these politicians are for anybody in America. I'll tell you that right now. There's no way. And if you believe any of these people, even social media people, if you believe any of these social media people are out here, and I'm not going to name names, but I'm talking about the big time channels, these big time, I'm not going to say influencers. I'm going to say these big time, media personalities or these people. If you think they're for you or if they're trying to just give you real information, and I'm not saying it's not real information. I'm saying if you believe they're really on your side, you're a fool. Because trust me, the more likes, the more clicks, the more views they get, the more money they're making, the more sponsors they get. Do you really believe that these people are doing this out of the goodness of their heart for you? You see, I got demonetized back on Christmas. I'm still doing this. I didn't give up. This is my 4th channel. I've been demonetized, hacked. I've had channels took down, canceled. I'm not doing this for money. But if you want to send in a super chat, it's going across the screen there. That's how you support the channel. This stuff is not free, guys. We have to pay on the back end for, Wi-Fi, electric, all that stuff. Everything goes into these programs, StreamYards, all that stuff. We have to pay out of our pockets. And I'm not complaining. I'm saying if I was on here just to make money, then you would know that, just like them other people. I would be paying to build the channel because you can pay YouTube to promote you, to build you, whatever. I'm not doing that. I want the real people to come to the channel. I want to give real information out. I want to give the things that I love, hot topics. I love entertainment. I love just the whole gist of social media, bringing you guys, entertainment, culture, all that stuff. And we're going to look over here for just a second. We also have the Met Gala. Sorry, man, this weather is killing my throat. We have the Met Gala and stuff that went on. We're going to, man, what's the view? The view is just crumbling. These people are sickening. Also, we have top stories of, we have top stories of cruise ships gone wrong. We'll show you. Here we go. Let's get it up here on screen. Look at this. This is just a mess. Who the hell wants to be on a cruise? This is miserable. Any takers? Anybody want to go on a cruise for $39.95? Look at this. And I do believe they have jail cell holdings for people like this that want to disrupt and fight and be stupid. Why are they mad? Because they slept with somebody else's old lady? Or they just... Why do they always have to say that word? Why do they always have to resort to bullshit? Come on, guys. Really? It's ridiculous. Let's go up here and see what these hags are
He
saying.
did not.
Well,
No.
And
He
by
was
the
part of-
way,
I can tell you,
Wow.
as a black woman, that my father was born in 1949. He remembers segregated schools.
Whatever.
He remembers segregated
Yes,
water fountains.
if
He
you listen to
remembers
these
that he
hags,
couldn't- that
they're
he did
taking
not
your
have
voting
full
rights
civil
away.
rights. And he told me when I turned 40 years old that I was the first person in
She
his
is so
family
delusional.
to enjoy
This is how they
full
push fear
civil
monger. This
rights.
is how they
And
push all
he
their
is still alive
bullshit.
today, and I am still alive today, and I have been discriminated against. And now I have to tell my
She's never
children
been
that
discriminated
they have
against.
less civil rights than I did.
She's
when
a millionaire
I was
living in a
born.
white
That is
gated community.
disgusting,
She admitted it.
despicable, and I am devastated by this particular Supreme Court
She's
decision.
stupid.
You know, watching
Yeah,
that show
she's
really
an
could drive
idiot.
you
Because let me tell you something. She went to her local police station and she said, I live here and here in this white gated community. My son is black. He's going to be jogging and training. So don't be pulling him over while he's running and jogging through the neighborhood. That's privilege. That is privilege. And then she hollers white privilege and all that, you know, blah, blah, blah. Let's go down here and see if they have anything on the Met Gala. I know they had some things the other night. These people are like fruitcakes, man. The way they dress up, I don't even think, where in the hell is their... Yes, okay, we had the Kardashian lady, what's her name? Yeah, she looked like she just got out of the bathtub, got a robe on. How retarded does that look? Here, I'm going to go to it. And I think the tickets they said was $100,000 each. We have a disease that has killed 3 people on a cruise ship so far. They're trying to dock at some island. A lot of people sick on that cruise ship, and it's like a 40% rating of, you know, these people are not going to make it. You know, it's a very high rating of let's see here. Priscilla Presley, always I mean, there's some goofy people that look like goofies, you know, at the Met Gala. Let's see if we can find this. Let's get off of TMZ. Let's see if we can find the top. Look at this. They even brought a handicapped trans person. This is a handicapped trans. Hard times. Yeah, she is a hypocrite, man. She's a totally hypocrite. What the fuck is this? What the hell kind of costume is this? I mean, you look like you got fucking warts all over you. No offense, but did you get sexual transmitted wart or herpes? That is one of the ugliest fucking things I've seen. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Look at that. You look like you got warts all over you. I mean, look at this. Here, I'm gonna take a bed sheet and wrap around me with a mannequin. Oh my Lord. Another he, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, Marco Rubio, they always have to do this. Snoop Dogg. Everybody does AI shit, all kinds of shit. That's just, and then this Heidi Klum. You know, one thing about Heidi Klum, she doesn't care what she looks like.
And right
She
here.
goes all. That's why they say she never disappoints. She doesn't care. She
And
does
right
this.
here.
She's supposed to be like a statue or something. Yeah. I mean, she's got a pudge belly though. Is that part of the statue, or just like she's not real skinny? She's not like super heavy or nothing, but you know.
And right here.
Stand right here. Yeah, she looks like it. And then this lady, what is it? I mean, she keeps, that's what they said. Rachel, whatever, had the line to many before the mega. Yeah, said she kept like moving her lips like she was still in Snow White movie, you know, like she kept acting like she was still with her mouth and her mood. Watch her lips. Yeah. Like, what the fuck's wrong with your lips, lady? Quit. That's sick, you know. I mean, so she's got a Beyonce looks like she's got a skeleton outfit. Yeah. Her pelvis bone, her, you know, all this. Why? Because she's evil. And then I guess this guy was the talk of the town. Sam Smith, the musician, I guess, he arrives, said he's the only one in Hollywood that hasn't taken Ozempic. He's staying chubby, you know. I mean, look at this. We got the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, in a dress. And this is what kills me. These motherfuckers say, oh, he said only the manliest men. She's got bubbles coming off her dress. Now that's cool. That's pretty wild. Look at that. Bubble wrap, huh? Where are they sending your ass to, huh? Pack your shit. You're going back to Mexico. Look at this. Okay, got bees all over them. Yeah, that's real positive. And then this one, that's what they said. Katy Perry unmasked at the gala. Okay, here we go. So you want to look like a robotic fencer? She looks like she's getting ready for a fencing match. You know, here I'm going to fence somebody. And then The Rock says, "Oh, he's an idiot, guys. He drank the Kool-Aid of Hollywood. Listen."
It'll feel great. Well, you know, what I shared with Tom Brown's team is that, you know, that first they sent the illustrations over.
He lost all that weight. Now he's in dresses, just like Jamie Foxx, just like the Wayans brothers. All those people that drink the Kool-Aid of Hollywood. You're not going to stay successful. I don't care if he's a billionaire or not. He's go look at pictures of him. He lost all his muscle, all that stuff. Just like Ariana Grande, all them looking like skeletons and shit, man. They're drinking the Kool-Aid or the blood, whatever you want to call it. Now they've got him in a dress now, and of course he's trying to defend it, saying only manly men wear dresses. Real men wear dresses. Real real, manly men. And this is from our culture where we always wear dresses and skirts. And I'm like, no, real men don't wear that shit, doofus. You know what I mean? Real men do not wear skirts and dresses. I don't care where you're from.
And hey, is DJ going to be cool with this?
Is DJ going to be Dwayne Johnson? So now you're talking to yourself in a third person?
Pleated skirt. And I was like, well, look, in our culture, Polynesian culture.
In our Polynesian culture. I'm sure some do for events and for, tradition, dances, and music. But not like this, dude. Not when you go out into the world and this is gay. It's gay. Bottom line.
Masculine men.
No, masculine men. What's up, chicken? Masculine men do not wear skirts, you moron. Good luck on your future endeavors in your movies and Hollywood and all that shit, which you don't need it. You're worth, you're over a billionaire. So I know you don't need the money. You don't really need the fame and popularity. You got that. But bro, what are you doing? Look at the boots and the pants that's tucked into the boots. I mean, all you need now is red laces and, dude, you almost look like the people you guys call Nazis and Yazis and Hitler and all that shit. Look at you. You dress the part. You talk about it. There's a Democrat in Maine they're putting in that's literally had a, Yahtzee tattoo. I mean, look at this. Yeah, that's sexy. Look here. Let's look like, what are we looking like? A fucking lily pad? I mean, dude, could you be any, gayer? Look at that. How comfortable you think this shit is? Hey, she looks sick anyways. Yeah, you might want to put that face up there. You ugly. And look at this one. I mean, what are you supposed to be? A dude, ice skater? Everybody, look at this dude. That's not a female. If it is, it's one ugly chick. I know it's a theme thing. It's this gala shit. It's a themed. I just think it's disgusting. It's like $100K a person, a plate or a person, whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't give you $100 to go to this wacko shit. These are weirdos, man. Holly weirdos, man. Holly weird. Look at that. I'm going to be a tree. I mean, how many people have had hands so far? Hands over their boobs. That's like 4 I've already seen. That's crazy. Like, why are you guys going to the same designer? Get a new designer, man. I mean, or half of these people, look, here, I'm just going to wear a sheet. Here, let's put a curtain. Let's take a curtain off our window and put it over us. And then, of course, Heidi Klum, she's a statue, I mean, here, let's just get a sheet and put wrinkles in it. That's disgusting. Like that, cool. If that's what you want to do, you want to spend your money on, that's your business. But these people are truly, and then, you got the retard family. Look here, the most popular Kardashians and the matriarch. I mean, she looks like she was halfway putting through makeup, like she just got out of the bathtub or the shower. She threw her robe on. She was putting makeup on, and they said, "Hey, you're late. Let's go." Seriously, this is what she looks like. She looks like she just left the bathroom because she wears robes. If you ever seen the show or anything, she wears stuff like this around her house. And it looks like she just threw her robe on and left to go. I mean, I don't know. I think they could have been more creative. Half of them look the same. All these hands and shit all over people. And like I said, they're Hollywood weirdos, man. They're all weirdos. I'm sure that gown or that Bad Bunny hugs Chris. Bad Bunny? He's got white hair already? What kind of Kool-Aid did he drink? I thought he had black hair. I thought he was like Latino or something. He's got gray hair now. White hair? What a moron. What's up, guys? Make sure you hit the like button when you come in. What's up, Evil Rick? How's it going today? Like I said, Bill Gates has been indicted in the Netherlands. Also, that's what Robert F.K. Jr. was saying on stage. He was talking about it. He was saying, how would he do how is it going to feel if he has to be, go to court in America with the prosecutors over giving false information over the C-19. I think he should have been in prison a long time ago. Look at this one here. I'm going to tape a dollar bill to my face as a mask. We're going to put 2 holes in it. I mean, you're paying $100K and you can't think of no better idea than this, to poke holes in a dollar bill and make a mask out of it. That's stupid. I mean, you look like you took the drapes off your granny's window and just threw it on. Look at this one. Well, these are, at least them are more, man, these people are nuts. Guys, Courtney Love said it. They interviewed her once on a red carpet and they said, do you have any advice for any young woman or anybody coming to Hollywood to be a movie star? She said, don't. Stay away from, the Weinstein. And she was like, don't come. There's so many people that's outspoken. I mean, look at this. That's pretty creative if that's real. It looks like AI, but that would be cool if that was real. This is just ridiculous. Failed Snow White actress Rachel Zegler, who cost Disney more than $170 million in her role as the princess, is being brutally mocked for her Met Gala appearance, practically for her Odd Jaw movie. Yeah, don't do a line of meth before you get out of the limo, dumbass. She's like got the meth jaw. I mean, it does. She does. She seriously looks like she's got the meth jaw. Why are you doped up, lady? Because they're all doped up. Look at her. You can't see her. Here, look at her. Look at her jaw. Yeah, look at it. It's like I just did a line of coke. That damn mouth keeps moving. Yeah, she did it the whole time she was on the carpet too. I mean, that's pretty creative, looks like wings. Was she supposed to be the devil or the angel or, PETA? Oh yeah. PETA crashes the Met Gala last night. Oh yeah. The animal protective thing, the animal thing. Yeah. I mean, that's just sick. I'm convinced people who attended the Met Gala are dead fucking weirdos. Yeah, no shit. Gina Mellon, whatever you say your name is. Yeah, they are weirdos. That's a dude, another dude in a dress with a mullet. Come on, Joe Dirt. Life's a garden, you dig it. And then here is one of the Kardashians, I believe. Yeah, Haley Barrett, baby, Haley Bieber. Yeah, Haley Bieber. Okay, right there's Haley Bieber. Elegant. You know, Jay-Z's old lady, Beyonce, they call her. This girl just looks like she's from the Wrong Turn movies. Like, I'm going to fucking eat you or something. Cook you and eat you. Why are the half of them naked? Why do they keep going naked? I mean, yeah, if you're a woman and you look good, sure, go naked. Look sexy. But man, come on. Like, they think this is like, and this dude, yeah, okay, dude, can you say you're any more, you know, gay? I mean, I guess that was his date there next to him. You know, dude's in like a robe dress or something. Looks like a mink coat made into a dress, I would say. And then you got this one here, Kendall Jenner, Kendall, the model, the young one. Because she went from living statue to the... Okay, so she's another statue like Heidi Klum. See, who's giving these people their ideas? It's like, can you not tell the pattern? Like, there's so many similar fucking people. They're doing it like at the same night. There's so many similar one outfit like this. Here, let's just put a strap around my boobs and that's it. That's all. That's a $10,000 strap right there. I guarantee you that outfit's probably $20,000. Shit, I roll you up in toilet paper. You're gonna pay me that much? You can go as toilet paper woman. That's disgusting. Here, let's just look even more weirdos than what we are. We have a ship on top of our head. I mean, what's the deal with everyone? And then they had to invite this trans.
And being Black trans.
Yeah, to the gala.
As a trans person in the world is not for the weak. And being Black trans, it's not for the weak. It's not for...
God, that's sad. Man, how much more weird shit can they get?
Is there a detail? What's your favorite?
We're going to Beyonce and Jay-Z's after.
What's your favorite thing about ASAP stuff?
Are you kidding? We're going to Jay-Z and Beyonce's after party. Is it like a P. Diddy party? Because we all know Jay-Z was like top dog to P. Diddy, right? She's a weirdo too, Katy Perry is. You may like her, but I don't. I think she's a weirdo. I mean, okay, here we go. Another dude dressing up like a woman. What the fuck is wrong with Hollywood people, man? Every one of them, from The Rock to... It's like they've all drank the Kool-Aid, man. They're disgusting. What is going on with all these people in Hollywood? Like I said, this is some weird shit. Yeah, whatever happened to just a pretty dress like this, you know? Whatever happened to a nice outfit? Look, there's a nice outfit. You're not naked. Looks like fucking a bunch of duct tape, but still. Then you have protesters there looking even... I don't know if they look better or worse than the fucking people there. And in The Rock, like I said, he's in a dress trying to justify it, saying, oh no, real men wear skirts. Real men, masculine men wear skirts. Masculine men wear skirts. No, they don't.
Pleated skirt. And I was like, well, you know, in our culture,
Hollywood got to him. He lost all his muscle, lost all his weight, lost all his, you know, the reason they put him on screen because he's a big tough guy, you know, big muscled and all that. We all know that, you know, truthfully, that's why he's an actor. I mean, he loves acting, but that's why he takes those certain roles, because he's a bodybuilding wrestler, you know. Well, now he's lost all that weight, skinny, you know, looks like he's, you know, like I said, Hollywood's got to him. He drank the Kool-Aid, or they made him drink it to continue. Just like Cat Williams said, stay the fuck away from that place. They're all, I mean, if someone come to you and said, here's $1 billion guaranteed, you're going to make 10 movies. You're going to have the life, the luxury, the mansions. You're never going to want for anything again. Would you accept that to be put in a skirt And not only that, but to drink the Kool-Aid and do the things, the rituals that we've all been seeing come out of the fuck, you keep that $1 billion. I'll just stay over here, on this side. There's no way I'd take it. I'm not that fucking gullible. They can keep their money, I don't need that. I don't need it. Yeah, look, Hollywood. And here's the newest video. Spencer Pratt. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, this is Spencer Pratt's somebody's new video about Hollywood. He's running for mayor. Hopefully he gets it. Look at him. I mean, wait a minute. I hit the wrong button. Here, guys, watch this. This is what I'm fixing to do right here. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see the video? Yeah. Okay. I can't play it because it's got music. This is and he's making fun of them. Like he's doing this to show who the Hollywood people are. Look at her. Look at him. That's funny. Joe Rogan. As a detective. Oh, the Wolverine. The people that didn't buy into their bull crap, their weirdo shit. Look at her. Oh my Lord. Look, Ma, it's Super Pratt. That's funny. Yeah. Taking back California, I guess, is what he's saying. Because he's running for mayor of California, of LA, I guess. I don't blame him. They've messed this up so much that, the politicians of California. Yeah. It's a pretty cool AI video. I don't know how they get these AI videos made. They're pretty neat though. I wish I knew somebody to make me some of these videos for my intros and different things. I don't want a bunch of them. I don't care to play AI music. I don't care to do a lot of that stuff. Laura Ingram said this was fantastic. Yeah, I believe so too. Clay Travis, whoever that is, that's one of those, Yes, we have the update on her too.
Set by Minnesota
she
Republicans
won't,
to turn over
yeah,
documents about
and she keeps
ties to
refusing.
state
She won't even show
fraud
up.
after she dodged a hearing.
Yep,
last
she
month.
keeps
Our senior
dodging the
correspondent
hearings
Mike
and
Tobin is
stuff.
reporting
Yeah,
live out of Chicago. He's
yeah,
got the
she
latest
won't show
info
up.
for
She
us.
won't send in the documents.
That deadline is today for Minnesota
Holly
Congresswoman
weird
Ilhan
for a
Omar
reason.
to
Yeah,
turn over
evil. It
documents
is,
and
buddy.
communication
It's
tied to defendants in that massive
these
Feeding
people
Our
are nuts,
Future scandal. The Minnesota House Committee on Fraud Prevention and State Agency Oversight is holding its last meeting of the legislative session today. However, the committee does not have enough votes to subpoena the Congresswoman, so the committee doesn't have a legal mechanism to compel Omar to cooperate. The chair of the committee has sent Omar multiple invitations and requested documents. Omar does not respond. Omar now sponsored the 2020 Meals Act, which removed the guardrails on COVID relief money and helped the fraud run up to $250 million. Despite that, the chair of the Fraud Prevention Committee does not anticipate the Minnesota congressman will respond by the deadline.
It shows her continued disdain for the taxpayers. She feels like she's above having to answer for her involvement in the fraud and her responsibility as a member of Congress.
She won't do anything.
She passed the bill that took the guardrails off the school nutrition program that led to the conditions that enabled Feeding Our Future.
Now, Amy Bach was convicted as the mastermind of the Feeding Our Future scandal. Defendants billed the government for meals that were never provided through existing restaurants and sham companies. Now, in Bach's trial, Omar's name appeared in an email chain with Bach. Trial evidence showed text communication with Bach and Omar. Trial evidence also showed Bach exchanged emails with one of the defendants who fled the country. The title of that email chain was Ilhan's Office. Now, back in January, our Alexis McAdams interviewed Amy Bach. She said she never spoke directly with Representative Omar, only people in her office. And the conversation, she said, were never substantive. Sandra, back to you.
Got it.
He's teaching the dance to some young kids on the South Lawn. It's got music, so I can't play it. Let's see what Jesse Waters has got to say.
The most expensive costume party on earth.
Yeah.
It's celebrities' favorite night to play dress up. You need about $100,000 just to walk in.
See? Yeah.
Cover the
You need like $100,000 just to walk in. That's insane, man. That is so, ugh. That, I mean, would you waste that money? I would. I don't care if I had $1 billion. There's no way I would do that. There's no way. It's the world's most expensive.
The theme, fashion is art.
Okay. So that's the thing. Fashion is art. So where do you see any of the art? Like why do they have so many hands and nudity? That's not fashion. That's not art. Hell, if you're just going to go naked. That's not art. This is not art. Putting a see-through gown on your head, that's not art.
Showed up as art.
Yeah.
Some people nailed it.
Why not show up as a coloring book or something? You know what I mean? You want to be art or a painting or something with, paintbrushes, art, or a design on a wall, like something that's really artistic,
Others, not so much.
Yeah, they missed the mark.
But I guess that's
point.
Not art.
Jeff
Bezos, he picked up the tab.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos picked up
the party. I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
He hosted with his wife, Lauren Sanchez. And
then the ladies of The View say, well, he needs to pay his employees. He can pay for this, but he can't pay his employees.
A few of the other chair members, like Beyonce. Not everybody was feeling it.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Sick of him. I also love Amazon. That's my dilemma. But yeah, I love Amazon, and he
I know it.
And I mean,
see,
the country is spending nearly $1 billion a day on this stupid war that Trump started, while they're gutting healthcare and social services. Right.
Well, he cut the Bezos.
It's kind of tacky to be celebrating with all your wealth and all that. Well, this is happening in this country.
You ain't a millionaire, lady? I mean, you ain't got $1 billion like he does, but you're millionaires. All these ladies that got millions of dollars, they get paid from $1 to $6 million a year or so much per year.
Joy didn't want to pay the cover, obviously.
No.
PETA was there. They sent an activist dressed as a bird.
Yep.
Protesting celebrities wearing stolen feathers.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even close to the craziest outfit of the night.
That's crazy.
Julie Banderas is a Fox News host. Let's look at Cardi B, one of my good friends.
Yeah.
She looks like a bunch of warts.
Is this an intestine?
Yeah, it looks like she either
it looks
has
like a
massive
stomach intestine.
breasts growing out of her shoulders, or
Yeah,
somebody.
and she looks like she's got herpes or something. I don't know what herpes look like. I'm just saying, or warts. She's got a bunch of warts growing out of her.
Gutted her and threw her intestines on her shoulders. I'm not really
These
sure.
people
And
are
there's nothing on the
strange,
backside.
man.
That's just her.
Strange.
Okay.
Just in case you
Okay.
Too
I
bad
was
she didn't have a
confused.
MAGA
I wanted
hat
to
on.
just
That's what she
clarify
should have
that.
went in.
Thank you for
Like
clearing that up.
Trump.
No problem.
The
Something
Heidi
to do with Trump.
Klum, who she's a supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it.
Actually, though, this
Heidi
woman
Klum.
knows how to do Halloween and she knows how to do dress up. So this is all.
Yeah, she knows how to do this. This is true. This is what she hit the mark, in my opinion. Because art is sculpture. You know, a lot of people say sculptures are art, and it goes back from the time of thousands of years ago. You know, these sculptures and stuff, and it's art. They've made it art. So she actually hit the mark. A lot of these people missed the mark, to me, because yeah, she's a supermodel. And not only that, when she was married to Tom Brady and them, like they said, she knows how to do Halloween. They did dress up costumes and themes and, different stuff. So
Silicone, and I love that she doesn't care about looking beautiful.
yeah, she don't
sexy.
care.
Look at her.
She don't care if she looks ugly or not.
Outside.
She,
Yeah, absolutely.
she knows exactly who she is.
I think this was.
She's pretty, but man, she's been run through like a fucking water hose, I think she's beautiful, but also she's been run through like a water hose, and I don't really like blondes. The blonde looks good on her, but I like dark hair women better.
Yeah, she basically looks like
Like I
she's
said,
wearing
I
armor.
think she's been run through like a water hose,
It's a bit
but
of a
still.
controversial outfit, actually. They say I don't really see
I mean,
it being that controversial.
Why is it controversial?
She's good looking.
They're going to come up with an issue for everyone.
I
The
wouldn't
only
sleep with her
controversy
though
here is
after she's been with so many dudes.
it looks like she didn't brush her hair.
Well, of course it does. That's the look she was going for.
Just like we do here.
Chris Appleton, I know him.
I mean, how's that? What is
He
that?
didn't-
Some cones on her chest? Looks like a fucking swimsuit with a cape turned upside down. Instead of the cape up there around her neck, it's around her waist. Here's Superman cape. See, I like judging these. I like to describe these, And like I said a minute ago, the mama back here in the background, she looks like she stepped out of the bathtub, put her robe on, was fixing her makeup. And they said, hey, we got to go. We're late. And she left with her gown on, her bathrobe. Because she walks around her place like this. I've seen the videos in the past. She's always like this, too.
Brush her.
Katy Perry, she went solo.
She went as a fence and space
nowhere to be
cadet.
seen. Was this?
Oh no, she's playing peekaboo.
Oh,
Yeah,
peekaboo. I see you.
Yeah, I love that.
And she's an astronaut.
She is an astronaut, which is kind of funny because
Yeah,
that
she ain't no
actually does,
astronaut.
ring true. She actually did go to space. She should stay there.
Your good friend The Rock.
She should have stayed there. Yeah.
Was there? Was he the only guy that was at the carpet?
No. There were a lot of men.
You're saying other men do this?
And he was wearing a skirt, a masculine skirt.
A
I don't know what
masculine skirt, my ass.
even means because I didn't see his bagpipes.
Yeah.
But I was at the Pierre where all of these celebrities were leaving for the Met, and he was supposed to be there, and he ended up actually sneaking out because I don't think anybody wanted. He didn't want anyone to see his skirt.
I can't see.
Yeah, see, he snuck out. He ended up sneaking out. He was embarrassed because he knows now the world has seen him drink the Hollywood Kool-Aid. Look at that watch. I bet that watch is probably a $500,000 watch. I can guarantee you his glasses are probably $10,000. That's fine. I don't care. Spend what you want. Dude, but don't come out here in a skirt and say this is masculine. All men do it. No, we don't.
We have him in the
He's
skirt.
wearing a masculine skirt.
Okay.
That
You
is
know what?
disgusting.
He's one of those guys where I don't
That's
wanna
disgusting.
mock if he's wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
Because he could crush me like a grape.
Nah, he's
If
lost a
anyone
lot
can
of
get
his
away with a
muscle,
manly
man.
Skirt, it's The Rock.
Okay, the manly skirt, or what do they call that in Scotland? Do they call it a
kilt.
skirt?
It's a kilt, and he's not Scottish. Yes, he's got the background of the Hawaiian, tribes. But these people ain't out here daily wearing skirts and stuff. It's
We're
weird.
just gonna go with.
They probably
Bad
look at
Bunny,
him and say, "Man, he's a weirdo."
What happened here?
I guarantee it.
fame.
Grandpa Bunny.
Yeah, look at
Yes,
him.
who
He
showed
looks
up
like
at the
a
Met.
He's
yeah.
aged quite a bit since the halftime
Bad
show.
Bunny.
What in
Looks
the
like an old.
actual-
Yeah,
I
he
can't
did an
even
old
understand
man.
the point of
That's
it.
not
Where's
art.
the art here?
Yeah, where's the art? What? Stand there with your lover?
Just for men
Just for
advertisement.
men? I don't know. At least he still has all his hair, so he looks good.
Usually you try to stop going gray when you're in Hollywood. I can't. Well, he's got a cane too.
I just don't see where the art is in all of this. This
There's
is
no
just a
art.
futuristic Bad
Yeah.
Bunny.
Well, not everybody was there for the art. A bunch of women showed up, And I
No,
couldn't
they were
really
there
figure
just to
out what was
show off
going on.
their
Who else
wealth.
do we have here?
I mean, there is just a lot of art that was displayed on people's bodies that I personally just didn't quite understand. This
Okay,
is Beyonce.
so how many
There's no
diamonds are
telling
we
how
looking
much
at?
that
A lot
was.
of diamonds, but she
Yeah.
is a skeleton.
Yeah,
That's what her outfit basically looks like. Well, she's like a skeleton / warrior with that headpiece.
That's an expensive skeleton.
It looks like a weapon.
Did Jay-Z pay for that?
Probably.
How many albums did he have to sell?
Oh, this looks like the top of a tissue box. Actually, my housekeeper does that with the tissue. She like makes it look nice and fancy, puts a bow on top.
Don't you love
Yeah,
that?
it looks
when they
nasty.
do that?
The dollar bill on her face is supposed to represent the 1%. I think it's hysterical that a celebrity is trying to make a statement about the rich when they're
Yeah, we're the 1%. Yeah, we're the elite. We're making a statement that we're the 1%. We're the elite in this country or in this world. These people are truly disgusting, man.
the richest event of the year.
Yeah.
She paid about 100 G's to get
Yeah, exactly.
to mock the wealthy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
to mock the
That makes
wealthy.
perfect
Do you actually pay out of pocket or do you get sponsored?
So the way that it works is that you pay $100,000 if you're not one of the invitees. Okay?
Oh.
So if you were invited, a lot of the celebrities, they don't pay the $100,000.
Of course they
If
don't.
you're desperate enough to get in and you don't get the invite.
Of course they don't, because they're invited. And guess who paid for this to happen? Jeff Bezos and his wife, and they held it. So you can't tell me they're not weirdos too. They're weirdos too.
Then you pay $100,000.
As you know, when you're a celebrity, you don't pay for anything.
I mean, what is your outfit supposed to say, man? This demon's coming for you because you guys are weird? I mean, come on.
I don't know what the heck this is. Can we just talk about
I can tell you what it is. It's a demon coming to get these sickos. They know it.
Supposed to be
What
a
in
gender
God's name?
fluid mannequin.
Yeah, a gender fluid mannequin. Yeah.
Gender fluid mannequin.
That's Gutfeld.
That makes no sense.
Well,
You're right.
it's disgusting.
What else do we have?
They're all
I don't
disgusting.
know. Yeah, I don't know. This one looks
I wouldn't
weird.
pay.
I didn't understand. Oh, by the way, Blake actually paid $100,000.
You
Yeah.
call her Blake? What are you, friends?
Blake
Yeah,
Lively.
Well, I have met her. Oh, and then that's Tate McRae. Tate McRae looks beautiful. She was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's nice
But
and elegant. It's
Blake
not art.
Lively actually did she was one of the invitees that was not invited this year.
Wait, she crashed the Met Gala?
She paid $100,000 to get in. She didn't get invited because McRae looked beautiful. She was gorgeous. But Blake Lively actually she was one of the invitees that was not invited this year.
Wait, she crashed the Met Gala?
She
So if
paid
you don't know who
$100,000.
Blake Lively is, that's Ryan Reynolds' wife. You know, Deadpool, the guy that plays Deadpool. That's his wife, the blonde. Not that one it just showed.
$100,000 to
Blake
get in.
Lively is
Blake $1,000.
that one there. That's Blake Lively. She's the one that just went in this big lawsuit over the guy she just made a movie with. Said there were, sexual stuff against him and all kinds of. Anyways, I think day before yesterday they announced that they settled out in court, so it's not going to be told anything. There's not going to be any charges or none of that. They're not going to tell us anything. So, and the reason I'm talking about this, like I said, I do topics, culture, hot topics, whatever's going on in the news, in the hot topic area. So, also. They settled out in court. They come to a deal. We don't know how much they had to pay, what they had to do, but that's the information. That's the news that's coming out. This is Deadpool's wife. If you don't know who Ryan Reynolds is, Blake Lively, this is her. They were in the movie together. Green Lantern, when he played Green Lantern as the superhero.
Call her Blake?
Yeah.
What are you, friends?
So she paid $100,000 out of her pocket
I have met her.
to
Oh,
come
and
up
then
here
that's
to
Tate
go to
McRae.
this
Tate McRae
weirdo
looked
thing.
Beautiful. She was gorgeous. But
God.
Blake Lively actually she was one of the invitees that was not invited this year.
I wonder how many
crashed the
people
Met
actually
Gala?
She paid
went.
$100,000
How many
to get
people
in. She didn't get
show
invited
up
because
and
there's been a
go?
lot
Like how many
of
people are
chaos.
invited and how many
You
seats
can
they have for?
Pay to get in, but you don't
can't.
get a ticket, maybe?
You get in if you pay $100,000 if you were not on the invitee list.
Oh,
And Blake
so she
Lively
bought
was
her
not
way in.
invited this year because, as you know, there was a lot of.
Well, yeah, she paid
controversy
$100,000,
with
Jesse.
I don't know.
Are you that
don't want
stupid? You're a
I
news
do
guy. You've been
know.
doing this for
Yeah,
years.
so
You're
a lot
not
of
that
things we
stupid.
don't
stupid.
cover
Invited.
Blake
You're not that
Lively.
stupid.
We're
Shut
good.
up, Jesse. Has anyone watched this yet? So Sean Hannity's come out with his own podcast thing. I think it's pretty good. I've listened to a couple episodes. I think
one thing I want to ask you is
hang out with
about
Sean Hannity. Yeah.
in the Nancy Guthrie case. I got frustrated.
Yeah, because the FBI.
Because I knew from
And of
my
course, Sean
sources
Hannity is now getting to interview a lot of people,
they were trying to keep you guys out.
They did.
Yeah, look at
They
that
did
setup.
keep you out.
And look, here's how
Time matters in an
I wished I had a setup like that where I'm at. You know, I wished I could take a different room and completely just man cave it out. That would be cool.
Investigation.
The first 48 hours of anyone's
I mean, I tried to
disappearance are
do
the most
this one,
critical.
but you know,
And here's how these cases works. It is a
spare
state
rooms
matter.
are hard to, you know, change.
It's a state and
Not
local.
really, but you know, when you go and put tons of money into it, what are you really getting out of it? You know,
Law enforcement matter. What we, the FBI, do is say, hey,
I can't take the bed out of the spare room, and the reason why is because we, you know, if we have people here or guests, you know, obviously they need a bed. So
we're here to help. What do you need? What can we do? And for 4 days, we were kept out of the investigation. And when we were finally let in, Sean, look what we did. We went in and got the Ring doorbell.
Bill Gates is
and we said, hey,
no,
is anyone talking to Google? I called the leadership at Google and I said, look, we know that there was not a subscription service to capture all of the data that would have been captured had there been a subscription service. But can we go into the cache? Can we go into the data before it's deleted and see what we can find? That's why you have that image, because the FBI worked with Google to put that image.
Played which role better? Which one are you talking about, chicken? Seth Rogen played it better. Played what? Let me know which role you're talking about.
Out. Another thing we asked to do.
You guys got that tape, which was the biggest breakthrough during that case.
We could have gotten it days before. We could have also maybe gotten more data. They could have gotten it,
but why didn't the local police? Yeah, here's one making fun of it. Let's going to the Met Gala as a contractor. You trash bag. Look at them. This is funny as shit. Look here. Let's go to the Met Gala. This is funny, dude. This is funny. Look at this. There's a lot of people online making fun of them. They're doing this stuff, dressing up. Yeah, look here. That's so funny. That is funny though. Here we're gonna go as art. Oh Lord, that's so funny. Violence bad. Yeah, Home Depot bucket. Dark. That's fun. That's good right there. That's a good one. Yeah, look at this. And he's a fence. Yeah, there you go. That's fucking funny. That's got to be funny, dude. That is so funny. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, dude. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's funny. I like that. Here, let's go back up to what do we got breaking right now?
Virginia State Senator Luis Lucas is at the center of a major FBI corruption investigation.
Of course, they all are.
In fact, agents are executing search warrants across the Commonwealth, including her office. Alex Hogan is in Portsmouth, Virginia. Alex.
Well, they're all criminals. When is everybody going to learn this shit, man?
These are court-authorized criminal search warrants that
they're all criminals. What's crazy? You know what's crazy? They're all Democrats. Every one of them you see them being arrested with fraud and all this shit in the last 5 or 6 months. And of course, people are going to say, well, that's because Trump's going after them. Trump's going after them. No, it's not about revenge. They wouldn't have nothing to worry about if they wasn't breaking the law. If they was not defrauding the American people, you know, and committing crimes, they wouldn't be going to jail, or they wouldn't be, you know, being investigated.
State Senator Luis Lucas. You can likely see some of the FBI agents behind me. All of the staffers inside this building.
It's so fucking funny, man.
Them saying that they were not allowed back in the building throughout the last hour. We've been seeing the FBI come and go carrying boxes out of the building. Now, just across the parking lot next to where I am, there is a cannabis dispensary. We know that the state senator is associated with several cannabis locations.
Yeah, cannabis.
And what we're seeing there, a completely different scene carrying out. SWAT teams arrived with their weapons drawn, telling anyone in the building to come out of the building with their hands up. We also saw at least 3 people being taken into custody. First, they were put in handcuffs, put on the ground, and then they were taken away. So it's a slightly less large presence than we did see earlier, but there still is a good amount of FBI agents still here on the ground. Also, what happened within the last hour, the Senator Lucas arrived here herself. I was able to speak with her. I asked her what her reaction was to all of this. She told me she had no idea what they were doing here. I asked her about the different locations that they might be. She, in response, asked me what locations the FBI were at today. We know, according to officials, at least 10 locations are being looked at today. Harris.
Alex, great job.
Yeah, that's, you know, bust them all, man. They're going to have to start holding these people accountable, man. That's just the thing. They're not holding these people accountable, in my opinion. They've got to start holding all these people. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, if you're not either one of them. I don't care who you are. If you're a criminal, you're a fucking criminal. They got to start making actual arrests. You know, they've got to start actually putting these people in jail and prisons. If they don't, man, then why even investigate? Why even do any of this? You know, I mean, seriously, if you're not going, let's see which one I got there. Okay. If you're not going to investigate or any of that stuff, and if they're not going to go to, or I mean, if they're not going to go to prison, why even go through all this trouble and spend the taxpayer's dollar to investigate and do all this stuff? Because, you know, the FBI is paid by the taxpayers, you know, all these government people are paid. I wonder why that chat is dim. Guys, make sure you hit the like button when you come in. Don't forget to support the channels. We also have fair use disclaimers on here. Also this disclaimer. Also this disclaimer warning. Yes. Don't forget to drop the Cash App. Ha ha. Let's see if we can get a video in here. Oh, yes. Da, 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 da. Made a video the other day. I put a video together. I'm wanting to see if it came through the right way, if I can find it. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I can't. Who knows? Of course, it never shows me the exact video that I want. Let's see here. Let's go down here to videos or downloads, pictures. No, I don't want pictures. I want videos. Not that one. Da, da, da. Screenshots. Video 3. Let's see. That's not it. Video 4. Where is my video at? See, this is what aggravates me. I create a video. Huh. That's not it. I know that's not it. This aggravates me so much when I'm trying to. Let's see. There's a video. Let's see. I don't think that will work. Okay, let me go back out. Let me try something different. Let me try to share a video file. And let's just see if it comes up the right way. Come on, where are you at? I did a video the other day. Let's see, where are you at, buddy? I did a cool video I made with an AI thing. Is that the video though? Let's see if that's it. Let me open that and see if it'll open. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. Well, you can't see the bottom. The money starts moving. Yeah. So it was in that. Let's see. Let's do that again. Not that one. Let's go back to video file. It was in pictures, but it was under that one. Next to him. Okay. I don't think it's got enough seconds or something on it. I don't think it'll let me upload it because it's not an MP. Maybe it's not an MP4. I'm not for sure. Let's go over here. Where's he at? Damn it. Where's him? See, now I can't find it. When I want to share it into my StreamYard, of course I can't find it. But once I can see it over here, I can share it down here. I can share it to do this, but it won't let me actually download it into the StreamYard. That just doesn't make sense to me. Why is it not allowing me to? It allowed me to download the pictures, though. You know, that's just the pictures. But it's not allowing me to download the actual moving video, you know. I wonder why. I wonder if I could figure this out. I need some help. Anybody knows what they're doing. Maybe I need to download it. I downloaded it through my OneDrive from my phone into my OneDrive, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, into my OneDrive, and then it goes. It's connected. My OneDrive is connected to my files. Let's see here. What in the world is it not? Okay, let's see. It's here. It's just not. See, I don't get that. It's right there, the video, but it's only 6 seconds, and that might be why. Oh, did you guys hear the Harley Davidson is bringing back the Sportster in 2027? Did you know that? Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Harley Davidson is bringing back the Sportster? I bet you didn't know that, did you? Huh? Did you guys know that? Harley Davidson is bringing back the Sportster in 2027? I don't know anything about that stuff. Yeah, I should know everything about it. I should, as long as I've paid for StreamYard for 5 fucking years, dude. It's just I don't get on here and try to do all this stuff, you know. I really don't. I wished I did, but I don't. Here, let's open this up. Let's see what we got here. See? You'll love how this movie ends. Well, not only that, it's like I can screenshot it and it can be a picture, but then it's cut off. It's not right. It's got another logo in it. It's not, you know, it's that's what I'm saying. Like, here's the thing. Like, you can go in and make it a banner. Like, there's a lot of editing goes to it. You know, like I can take it into the Canva or Canva, and I can do that. I can take it into the Canva. But here's the thing. Why can't I download this into my StreamYard, into my media player? I guess maybe because it's not, you know. That's weird. I don't, some of these things I really don't get. Like, they don't explain how to. See, I can try to put it, it's an overlay. Like this, I can try to do an overlay, and it won't do it as an overlay either. So that's what I don't understand. Why will it not do it as an overlay? You know, like I can open that. I can make this as an overlay, you know, see? But it won't let me make the video. And there's other videos that's overlays, that's movable videos. There's shit moving in them. That's pre-overlays. I think some of this stuff is so ass backwards sometimes, you know, like, let's go down here to this. Yeah, that's weird. Why in the hell do I have that kind of picture in here? That's odd. Let's go to videos. Nope, nothing in there. That don't make sense. Yeah, overlays, just looking at pictures. So, but when you go down here to background, you can do movable backgrounds. Let's see, add file. See, it just doesn't, it's not showing the video. Where's the video I just showed? It's not showing it. So it won't even pull up in my file now. It's not even showing in my files. That's odd. That's just really odd. Like, why not be there? Why ain't you there? Why are you not in my file? You're in all my other stuff. I get to pull you up in other stuff, but now, you know, you're not going to let me pull you up when I need it to be in something. No, that's weird. Some weird shit, man. I never understand this stuff. I guess I'll just have to make it into a video on my Carvana or Canva editing system. And if I do that, then maybe, I don't know. Like, there's video here, but it's already been. Let's see. Yeah, that's weird. Like, I don't get it. I guess it's either got to be so long or it's got to be an MP4 shit like that. So I don't know. And then, of course, I don't download sounds. They already have sounds put in there. But heartbeat, siren, stuff like that, silly stuff. Like, man, I'm paying for more than that. You should be giving me a lot more than that. Just simple little basic stuff. I'm paying $50 a month. So, and that's why I said, like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why not? I got a video in here that's like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, but then it won't let me download a video that's 6 seconds. I don't know if it's the format or because it's maybe not MP4. I don't know for sure. But I think it's weird to the way it does it,
Fuck it! Let's give the people what they came for!
Let's fucking go.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
10 seconds. They let me put that in there. I don't know if it's because it's a, MP4, if it's vertical or horizontal. I mean, the other one may be just a different platform video, I guess. Like I said, I got a lot of backgrounds are good, but I'm trying to figure out how to drop more shit into these video clip area and StreamYard. Like I think I can go in and do the because they put these little things in here like this. It just takes a few seconds and they move. I guess they're putting them out as an overlay or video clip. No, it's in video clip. So it's not an overlay, it's a video clip showing. But even though it overlays, it's still, maybe I'll just have to band a video together. I need someone that knows how to do all that stuff. There's a lot of people that know how to do that shit. Like I said, I don't really want to get into the AI shit a lot. I don't really care to do that. I like to keep stuff original with this. I don't really want to get into the, if I had like an AI, a clip or something here and there, that's fine. I don't try to do like AI intros and all that because YouTube has recently went through and demonetized a ton of channels that's AI, that's got AI emojis, especially people that's only on screen like this and they got an AI emoji. They hit a few people, they demonetized them. They're demonetizing a ton of people that's using AI thumbnails that look similar to the same thumbnail every time they do a thumbnail on every video or live stream. They've demonetized several people I know for doing that. When I was at Walgreens the other day, everything was locked up besides the sunscreen. Cool. I don't know what area you're in, Cole. Yeah, AI sucks. That's why I said I don't really care for AI a lot. Like I like to do a picture here and there, or maybe a 10-second clip of something. I would like to have something like that. I just need, and I don't care to pay somebody to do it if they know what they're doing. But the thing is, I don't like putting it on my channel constantly because, like I said, I'm already demonetized. I'm trying to get my monetization back. All I got to do is get my 4,000 watch hours back for now, and then I will go from there. But the thing is, it's like, why are they saying here, we own Google and we own YouTube? Go to Google. Here, you have to pay for these AI services or to get this AI stuff. Pay for our tools and stuff. Create AI videos and clips. And then when you use them, you can use them. But then they say you can use AI, but now they're demonetizing people for using their own products that you're paying for. It doesn't make sense. These people are so fucking crooked and ass backwards that, it's like, why would you even pay for AI stuff and create AI videos or pictures and stuff, knowing damn well if you use them on your stream, if you're a streamer like me, or even your videos or your thumbnails. I never try to use AI on my thumbnails because the colors are similar. When you get into the colors and the patterns and you got the same looking thumbnail color and the AI looking thumbnail, even though it may be you and say, Michael Jordan on one, then the next video or the next live stream, you got the same color pattern of the thumbnail, but you still got you, but you got Larry Bird. Okay. That's just for example. It's still the same texture, color patterns and all that stuff. It's still, the bots are picking it up. You're still getting hit. So they're saying, hey, you're not being authentic. That's what they told me as well. I'm not on Facebook. They said, you're not being authentic enough. So we're not recommending your channel because you're not creating, your authenticity content, which I am. Just because I use a clip of something and I'm speaking about it, so I've had to restructure all my platforms. Basically, I've had to go through, and anything that's AI, I try not to touch. Now, I don't do AI. I'll use certain AI clips on my Instagram, but I make sure I do the overlay and I'm in the background and I speak on it so they don't hit me. But that's one of the biggest issues that's being hit, even on Facebook, on Instagram, everything. And now it's the music. Now they're saying, in like Facebook and stuff, they're copywriting people for music and saying, well, due to this and that, we can't play this music. You're being copyrighted. It's not a strike. You're not being penalized. It just can't be played over here or in this country or this country or this because of this war or this is going on. So you're being copyrighted. So now if you do, and they want authenticity, that's what they want. I don't know where you live. I live in a small town. We've never had our stores. We only have a Walmart. We have a Walgreens. We have a Save-A-Lot, and we have, like $10 stores. We've never had anything because we're so small. And the Walmart is not even a super Walmart. It's like a super medium. It's like a medium size super. We got food and like shitty stuff, appliances and stuff, and things like that. But here's the thing. Like, we've never had anything locked up because we're a small country town. I mean, just small. And I mean, there's towns out there smaller than mine, but I think we got about 16,000 people in the county, county altogether. But we've never had anything locked up. And people are like, yeah, but you're probably an all white town. We used to be up till, probably 15 years ago, and then people started adopting little black kids here and there. And then you would see a couple in schools, So actually, we actually have, not a lot. I will admit it. We don't have a lot of black families in the town I live in. We probably got 5 or 6, maybe more than that. I don't think we do. I don't think we got more than 5 or 6 black families. Now, kid wise, there's been, kids going to school up here, that's been adopted, and people love them. We all get along. We're not like a sundown town. We're not a bad town. It's just, we've been so secluded for so many years up in the country. Like, they've never, been here for some reason. They never come through here because years and years ago, it was known for a sundown town, like a bad town for no, black people. And I'm not like that. I was raised in the housing projects in Nashville around black people. I got black people in my family. I got an uncle, cousins that's mixed, all this stuff. I've never seen an issue with it. But when you go to a small town and you've never seen a black person in it, and then you see a couple of black people, you're like, wait a minute, and it's like there's people in this town that look at people like that and wait a minute. But yeah, we've never had any of our shit locked up. None of our stores have ever had to do that. We do have an African family. We actually have more Indians than we actually have blacks because we had Indian families come in from India. And we got like 5 gas stations in the whole fucking county, dude, in the city, in the town, and out through the county. Two Indian families came in and bought every fucking gas station. And it's like, are you people stupid? Do you not understand what these people are doing? And that's been a really big thing lately is these Indians families, they've been going to these small country towns and they're buying all, if you don't believe me, you don't see it. I don't look for things, but every time I go into a gas station, there's an Indian family that owns it, and they're running it. And it's like, we're in the country. I'm in the deep country in the mountains in East Tennessee, and I'm telling you, it's like, why? And then I look at the people in our town. I'm like, why did y'all sell these fucking people? These people are setting up shop, man. These people can sit and wait 200 years. You don't get it. They're patient. They can sit and have kids and kids and kids, and they can wait. Now, why is it they always buy these convenience stores and these gas stations and stuff? Why? They don't just buy it in the black neighborhood. They're in the white neighborhoods. They're in the country. They're buying them up. Why? Because they're a complete it's a circuit connection where they can be connected throughout this whole country. You don't believe me? You may think I'm weird and I'm talking crazy. I'm not. You guys just can't see the big picture that I see. There's something behind it. There's more to it than people know. There's a lot more to this than people understand. I'm telling you right now. There is. Okay, that's what I get on my videos. Can't play in some countries, yeah, because of the music and the end of the video. Yeah, man. Like they're hitting a lot of shit, Rick. They've demonetized a lot of people on YouTube and places, other platforms, and not recommended. And on Facebook, I got over 21,000 followers. And let me tell you something. I was getting 500,000 views almost every other video. Now I'm getting 100 to 200 views. They don't recommend me, and it's basically like being demonetized. I can still make money. I still got I still got members that pay. I still can make stars. Over there it's stars. It's like, here we're going to buy stars, and instead of sending super chats like this, they buy stars. That's like super chats, but they can take those away from you, but they haven't took them away from me. They just say, hey, we're not recommending your channel anymore for now until we can review it in like 3 months or some shit. So I'm sitting here in a dead weight zone, basically a wake zone, saying, okay, I went from 200,000, 500,000 views per every other video to like 200 views, 500 maybe at the most, because they're not recommending my reels. And that hurts. That hurts getting the word out, because when I go live on Facebook, I'm barely getting 10 people on, and it's like, what the hell, man? Where's all the audience? Because when it's basically like being demonetized when they don't recommend you on Facebook, because they cut your legs out from under you. It's up to your people that follow you to share your content out and get views and get people to come to your channel, because it's hell. And that's like Instagram. I don't make anything on Instagram. I don't do anything like that on Instagram. I don't do members and stuff like that. I can if I wanted to. I just don't, because and even though I got over 40,000 followers, maybe once I get over 100,000 followers and stuff, I might look into the memberships and do the member live streams like I would do here on YouTube if they give me my membership back. If they would give me my membership back and my monetization back, I had like 2 or 3 members, and they stopped all that shit. They put a hold on that. I've got to get the watch hour so I can sign back up and see if they're going to give me my monetization back. If they don't, I'm going to continue on the other channel to build it, but I'm going to go full force on this one. I'm not going to get rid of this one. I'm just going to let everything fucking out. You know what I mean? I'm going to let it just everything hang out. I'm not going to be, they will have to literally take this channel completely down. I'm not going to try to break TOS, but it's going to be I'm going to have a free platform speech. If they do not give me my monetization back, you wait and see. This channel will be free talk, and I will say what I want when I want, and to hell with everybody. Because if they're not going to monetize me, what's the point of continuing to, you know what I mean, to sit on a platform if you're not benefiting? I mean, that's the truth. If you can't benefit, like right now, I got a woman that follows me, and she's usually in here, and she's like, I didn't even see this the other day. It didn't even show me you was live, And I'm like, see, this is bullshit. And she's got her notifications on and everything. And she's like, I didn't even see you live the other day. And I'm like, this is bullshit, because they shadow banned me. They got me clipped out. They got me out of the algorithm. And I mean, that's the bad part about YouTube. If you fucking break TOS or you get demonetized like I did, all of a sudden they just send me an email and say you're demonetized. Good luck, basically. We're not going to tell you what you did, basically. You duplicated or you doubled your video, your shorts. You were doubling my real, I don't know, something like that, some weird shit. Here, I can read it. Let's see what it says here. Right here. Your channel remains ineligible for monetization. What happened? Our reviewers found that your appeal was successful. Yeah, I appealed it. You still have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. Okay, channel violates other policies. Review feedback about your appeal. Okay, review Intel feedback. Edit your channel and reapply. Edit my channel. So I did. I edited my channel. I went through and deleted the shit they wanted me to delete and get rid of the things I wanted to delete. Make changes to your channel. Address the feedback shown in step 2. Okay. As your channel meets the following requirements, all YouTube partners must meet the following criteria. Okay, but it's still telling me I got to get 10 million short views. I'm only at 171,000 right now, or I got to get 4,000 watch hours, which I'm at only 703 right now. This is bullshit. Edit your channel, and I did, but it still won't let me monitor or even reapply. It won't even let me reapply until I get my 4,000 watch hours back. Make changes to your channel to address. Okay, in phase 2. Reused content. They called it reused content. They demonetized me because they said it was reused content. I reused my content that I was, and they said they picked up watermarks from where I made, TikTok videos and different things like that. And then they said I was reusing my content. And I'm like, yeah, but that's a different platform completely. Facebook's, I got hit by Facebook, said they detected a watermark. So they, they stopped the video. It's like, what the hell? Why are you hitting me over my own video? Well, that's why. Channel violates other policies. That's what they were telling me. I didn't. Upon further review, your channel review found that your content violates an additional policy. But they don't tell you what the policy is. They don't tell you what to change, what to do. They don't tell you why they demonetize, why your video. I know why. It's because what I talk about. It's the things that I show. I don't show nudity and corn and all. I don't show I don't show all that stuff. I don't do that thing. I don't do them things. You know that. Reuse content. See? Your content is not originally created of this channel. Okay. You may have been repurposed from another source without adding significant original commentary. Saying, okay, you didn't do an overlay and comment on it, even though I did. I do most of my stuff like that. Majority of all my stuff, I have an overlay. I speak on it or something like that. Yeah, there's some that I didn't. I had to delete. So adding significant original commentary, substance, okay, modifications or educational or entertainment value. Yeah. So I wasn't adding entertainment value or educational or whatever. Okay. So, but I fixed all that. I deleted all those. I put a lot of them on members on private, or I deleted them, mainly deleted them. So now I should be able to, easy self-care. You can start today. Yeah. ChatGPT, whatever, get out of here. That's the thing though, Evil. Like, I've done everything they asked me to do, but now they're saying, oh no, you got to get 4,000 watch hours back. So that's the next requirement, is getting that or 10 million views. I'd just like for them to put me back in the algorithm. I mean, yeah, I want to be monetized again, but I want to get back. They got me shadow banned so hard. Like, I can't even get 5 or 6 people in here. When you were in here, I had 200, 500, 1,000 people, in and out. It's crazy. And when they hit me like that, just like you said, and I've got other people saying, dude, I can't even find your live stream. Like the bots either unsubscribed them to me, or they, or they got me hid, because like I said, the lady the other day was like, it's not even showing you're live. And I was live. You know what I mean? I was live on my phone. I wasn't even through StreamYard. I was just doing the live stream through YouTube. And she's like, I couldn't even find you. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's sad when they have me so shadow banned that someone can't even find a live stream I'm doing through YouTube. So that's a shame. That's a shame. Anyways, we're done discussing that shit. I'm just going to work hard to get those hours back, and then I'll reapply, and we'll see. We'll go from there. Like I said, if they don't want to, I'll just build the other channel, and then delete what I have to delete out of it, and then, I'll go from there. It'll be all right. It is what it is. I hope Bill Gates goes to prison, though. I hope they at least get his ass up there in a hearing, and at least question him or something, because I can tell you, man, this is disgusting, dude. This guy is disgusting. There's no way in hell he should have been even given medical advice or doing anything like that. He had no right to even say anything or give anybody medical advice. In my opinion, he has no clue. He has no clue. He should not be giving any advice to anybody. He should not be recommending any kind of vaccine stuff to anybody. That's just my opinion. I don't believe he's certified enough to even do any of that. I think he completely failed the public. He's a piece of shit in my book. Might be why I'm demonetized, huh? Because I keep saying crazy shit. Because I don't care. Fuck them people. Fuck the rich. They're all weirdos. Here, let's see if we can share this real quick. All right, we're going to jump over here. Let's just see. I wanted to really see about that virus, man. There's some weird shit.
Welcome back.
Playback speed. Let's go to 25. Okay, let's see.
To live now from Fox. I'm Shauna Kalafi. We've been following the latest developments on a cruise ship.
3 people died already.
Africa, where there is a suspected hantavirus
Hantavirus, yeah, outbreak.
There are 2 confirmed cases and 5 suspected cases of hantavirus on this ship, and 3 people have now died. The World Health Organization says that
crazy.
Authorities are now planning evacuations for some of the people on board, and passengers are being asked to remain in.
That doesn't look like a very big cruise ship. It doesn't look like Carnival Cruise or nothing.
Potentially deadly virus. Fox's Gary Bumgarden has the latest.
Yeah. That's weird.
Tragedy at sea as a search for answers.
You know where that virus comes from? My wife looked it up. It comes from like rodents and shit, filth, like rats and shit like that.
Intensifies on board the MV Hondias. This after the World Health.
So did they get it from the ship? Was there rats and shit and filth? Was it that dirty?
Health Organization cited a suspected outbreak of the hantavirus, a rare disease believed to have killed at least 3 passengers and affect several more who were on the Dutch cruise ship.
The
Dutch
cruise ship.
Fever and body aches and just feeling really bad. People will start feeling more short of breath, or your oxygen levels get low, your kidneys can stop working.
Hantavirus is usually spread through contact with rodents or their droppings.
And what happens is when people disturb their nest,
rodent shit.
urine and feces gets aerosolized and you breathe it in. That's how it gets into the human body.
The cruise ship carrying roughly 150 passengers from around the world, including 17 from
So
America,
did they stop somewhere and get off, or did they were there rats and rodents on the ship and they like breathing in their poop or something? What the hell? That's disgusting, man.
Tina then made several stops, including ones
That's
in the Canary
crazy.
Islands and mainland Antarctica.
Make sure you subscribe when you come in, guys. Hit the like button.
Africa, where officials are seeking help from local health experts.
God, that's
and
nasty.
A hantavirus that came from South America that was brought on the cruise ship, or it was something on the cruise ship and the rodents, rodents on that ship, or did it get picked up along the way at the different stops?
There are no specific drugs to treat the disease, and patients with severe cases are placed on ventilators. The WHO says there is.
You know what my wife said? She said, I don't want to get on another cruise ship. I don't want to get on a cruise ship. I said, yeah, I don't know about that.
Low risk to the wider public as investigations press on.
So in theory, the hantavirus could be transmitted from person to person, but that would be incredibly rare.
So it's not being transmitted from people to people.
Gary Baumgarten, Fox News.
Yeah, it's being transmitted through rats and disgusting shit, their shit and stuff. That's fucking disgusting, man. That is sickening, That's crazy. No jail time for Britney Spears. Yeah, I think they said she had a DUI or something like that, I believe. Let's see what the videos look like here. Sloth World updates. 50 plus dead in Orlando. Dead at 87. CNN reporter, founder Ted Turner, died 1 hour ago. And thank you, Lord. If you haven't heard this, thank God this guy got the death. Look at this. Have you seen this yet? Thank God. He deserves more than this, in my opinion. Now, is he going to live on death row for 30 years while the American people pay for his fucking food and his housing?
Fox, I'm Shauna Kalafi. Another live look over Fort Worth, Texas tonight. Some big news coming down in the murder trial of 7-year-old Athena Strand. A delivery driver, Tanner Horner, found guilty of capital murder and sentenced to death in a courtroom there in Fort Worth this morning. And for more on the verdict and how this trial played out, we want to bring in former federal prosecutor Nima Rath.
I don't believe that's enough punishment. Death. I mean, he's going to live on death row for what? Years. Like, why ain't they doing it like the old days? Why in 2 days? Why is he not, being put down or in public square? Because truthfully, that's what he needs to be done. You know why? Because when you do things the old way in public and let everybody see that shit, a lot of people start thinking about what their decisions they make.
Money, thank you so much for joining us.
A lot of shit would stop.
Of course, Shauna, thank you for having me. As always,
I believe in the Bible, eye for an eye.
Yeah, it is really sad. We even heard from a family member
cut the
of
hand
that
off.
7-year-old girl who was kidnapped and murdered. I want to ask you, though, what was your immediate reaction to this verdict?
Well, probably thank God,
Just makes this case so terrifying. A FedEx
look
driver
at him.
delivering a Barbie doll for Athena for Christmas ends up abducting her. And I think...
Ain't that crazy? Delivering a Barbie doll for Christmas. He was a FedEx driver. He was delivering the gift to her house. Ends up abducting her and doing who knows what. Poor kid.
Really, what made this particular case so heinous, obviously her young age, the fact that she seemingly was sexually assaulted.
Well, she's a child,
really,
man.
There was a video of the attack. The FedEx truck did have a video. So you saw initially, and then you heard this happening.
He had her in the back.
So really,
how could he not be guilty?
Video does not lie and just tells a very different story.
The video doesn't lie.
Testimony or attorney argument.
And we're seeing some different videos, some body cam of the arrest, and you saw the FedEx truck there in the background.
You can see where he had her from video.
Driver, as you mentioned. And Nima, the jury only deliberated for about 2.5 hours this morning.
Well, that was still too long. They should have found him guilty in 5 minutes.
What do you think made the difference here in
truthfully,
the jury in that direction?
They should have found him guilty in 5 minutes.
And it's so graphic we can't play it on live.
Yeah, they shouldn't even have to go back to
family, but you hear.
Yeah, you can't even play it. So graphic.
Horner talking to Athena, and first she says, am I being kidnapped?
It's sad.
He tells her to take off her shirt. She cries that she doesn't want to for her mommy, and then you see him cover the camera, but you can hear him.
Yeah, he had a camera
her while he's singing a song, Jingle Bell Rock. So it's so horrific.
Yeah,
family members had to leave the courtroom when it was played in court, and here you see him confessing to police officers. So there was really no defense here. There rarely is in a murder
Look at
case.
it. Yes, this was the camera before he did anything to her. This is the FedEx cam. So if you don't know, UPS, FedEx, they all have cameras in them. And they say it's for the safety of the driver and the packages and stuff. And it's supposed to be. But thank God it caught him on it caught him, and then the police caught him, Thank God that they did have this video of her in the back. So that's 100% guilty right there. That's evidence. You know what I mean? That's 100% evidence right there. And like you said, they can't even play the video of them, of what she, the video of the speaking and her talking in the video, because it's so graphic. You just can't. It's like he said, even some of the family had to leave the courtroom. It was so terrible. This man does not deserve to see the light of day of anything. He doesn't need to be in a cell. He needs to be 10 foot under. This sicko needs to, I'm telling you, I think it should be up to the parents to decide the punishment and how it's done. I'm not going to just do it quick. You know what I mean? He's going to suffer for a little while before he meets his maker. Do you understand? He is going to suffer.
Self-defense or some sort of legal.
I truly believe in the death penalty. I do. I mean, I got 3 daughters, man. If something like this would have happened, yeah. I mean, that's all I can say. I can't say on YouTube, but I can tell you one thing: he wouldn't be breathing. Let's just put it that way.
Full justification, but here, absolutely not.
This is sad.
We saw one of the stills there being put on
What
camera.
a piece of
before
shit,
Athena is killed. So it's such a gruesome, horrific murder, and it really captured
It was.
the world's attention. Elon Musk
Yeah.
was tweeting about the case, saying that Horner deserved the death penalty. So,
Yeah.
I think that
Trump even believes in the
ruling is
death
the right
penalty.
one and
So.
certainly expected. If you look at the case that the defense put on, a very tough case to defend. Obviously, I know defense attorneys have to do their job. They argue that it was Horner's autism.
Autism that made him do it.
Sort of made him snap. He really wasn't the same person. But I think the problem was.
Wait a minute. It was his autism and his virginity. Is that what he said? Virginity? Bullshit.
Autism and rigidity.
Rigidity
sort of made him snap. He really wasn't the same person. But I think the problem was.
Autism doesn't make you snap. I know there's different forms of autism. Yeah, there's people that's quiet, that don't speak, that autism stuff, and they might get, But this dude's driving a FedEx truck, knowing how to read and deliver packages and all that. I'm not, this motherfucker ain't got autism. They're just trying to throw a defense up there. He's just a sicko.
The prosecution put on evidence that he had sexually assaulted 2 other girls.
See?
And it was just far too much for the defense to overcome. If you're looking at these death penalty cases, Shauna, the jury has to weigh the aggravating factors against the mitigating ones. And here, whatever evidence of mitigation there was far, far outweighed by those aggravating factors because of the gruesome nature of this crime and the fact that this young girl suffered such a tragic and horrific death. I think the result was inevitable here.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
And there will be an automatic appeal process, as is the case with all death penalty verdicts. What do you expect from that appeal? Could that lead anywhere?
Well, yeah, they're going to appeal it. Like I said, he'll live on death row. He'll live on death row, and they will reappeal it for years and years. He'll live for another 20 years, 30 years, probably on death row, just fighting appeals. And that's how they do. That's how they keep it in court. They keep it in appeals in the court. And he just gets to live, No, I don't think they should get to live. I don't think they should even get an appeal. People like that shouldn't even get to appeal it. No, I don't care. Say that's your rights. That's his rights. No, it ain't. Not when you're found guilty and there's so much evidence like that, and he admitted it to the cops, and there's so much evidence like that. Why does he get to appeal his case? Why does he even get to be heard, in my opinion? Not when you're that guilty. When you're caught red-handed like that with the evidence and her in the truck and dead and all this stuff, he shouldn't even get a court. He shouldn't even get to trial. He should be executed. Bottom line, plain and simple, over with. It's a mess. Our country's ass backwards, man. Our systems are all messed up. It's truly disgusting to me. I feel like this country has been in a mess for so long. Like seriously, I believe in people. Like that's why they say certain states like Tennessee and Florida, you can open carry and stuff. Like they're trying to bring back the Western days where people walked around with their pew-pews on their hips, where they walked around with their stuff, their firearms and stuff. Certain states is allowing it. They're trying to bring it back. You don't have to have a carrying license. You can just walk. That's what needs to be going. That's what needs to be in this whole country. People need to bring back the old days. Put them in the courthouse lawn and drop the rope. Get rid of them within 2-3 days, and this shit would straighten out. This stuff would stop not all the crimes, but a lot of crimes would stop. These people carrying their firearms, if they just start, self-defense, people, shit. Enough of them, they'd stop doing this shit. You wouldn't have an area with a high risk or a high violent, a crime rate. You would not have a high rate of crime in certain areas if people would just start taking out motherfuckers, Yeah, exactly. When there's positive evidence, there should be no reason for an appeal. There shouldn't. He shouldn't even get that. Dude was caught with her in the fucking van, in the FedEx truck. Gone. And then to listen to it, and then to listen to her say no, and she wanted her mama, and you know, he was strangling her, singing her a song while he was strangling her. That you know, yeah, he shouldn't get any appeal. He shouldn't get anything his way. That motherfucker should roast in hell for the rest of his life, or eternity, or whatever you want to call it. And he will, hopefully. It's unbearable, man, to even think of, to sit and think about stuff like that. It's sad, it really is, because children are innocent. They're off limits, man. I don't care if they're 16, 7, 8, 12, whatever. Kids are off limits. Leave the fucking kids alone. Don't bother kids. So I don't know. That's my opinion, All right. We've gone an hour and 40 minutes, guys. We're going to jump off here, and we're going to try to do some other stuff today. I got some things I got to get done. I've been saying for many years the reason there is so much crime is because criminals get away with it. Yeah, the laws are written to protect the criminal. Exactly, Rick. And I can tell you, like I said, you bring back the old biblical laws, eye for an eye. You bring back the old Western day laws, of carry everywhere you go and shoot a motherfucker, for self-defense. Hey, a lot of crime statistics and shit would go down. A lot of crime would go down in a lot of different areas and neighborhoods and places if people would just, it's like I said, Tennessee, you got Tennessee, Florida, Texas. There's a few states that allow open carry. You don't have to have a license to carry or whatever it is. You got open carry, concealed carry, but it's just on how you're willing to use it, if you got the balls to use it or not. So, I mean, I don't know. I hope everybody hits the like button. I hope when you come in here, everybody subscribes to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this episode or show, whatever. We're going to try to come back tomorrow. Friday, I will be out of town. So I'm going to try to do another one tomorrow because Friday I'll be out of town. So, all right, buddy. Yeah. Have to wonder why the laws have written to protect criminals. Couldn't be because those who are making laws are criminals. Exactly. Those that are making the laws are criminals, man. So, all right, guys, we're out of here. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing. Subscribe.